Okay, E13 on page 35. We're dealing with a cash flow problem. We're trying to figure out where the cash from this business was generated during this fiscal year or used. So Primor's Corporation began the year 2011 with cash of $27,950. In addition to earning a net income of $19,500 and paying a cash dividend of $97,500. Right. So Primor's borrowed $39,000 from the bank and purchased equipment with $62,500 of cash. Also, accounts receivable increased by $3,900 and accounts payable increased by $5,850. Determine the amount of cash on hand at the end of 2011 by preparing a statement of cash flows similar to the one on page 19 in your textbook. So, we know that the beginning, again, let's do one of these things where we solve for what we know and solve for what we don't know by plugging in what we know. So we know that they began the year with cash of $27,950. So let's put that in. We know that they said they earned $19,000 in income. We know that they said they paid a cash dividend of $97.50. So if we paid a dividend of $97.50, is that going to go in brackets or not? In brackets. It's going to be in brackets. Good. We paid cash out. Okay. What else? They borrowed $39,500 from the bank. So is that going to be in brackets or not in brackets? They borrowed. Not in brackets. Because they borrowed. They got cash. Remember I said that the other day? When they get cash in by borrowing, that's going to be an addition to their cash. Okay? Borrowing is an addition. In cash flow. And they purchased equipment of $62,500. So is that going to be in brackets or not in brackets?
Brackets.
Brackets, right. Money went out to purchase that equipment. Also received, accounts receivable increased by $3,900. So if accounts receivable are increasing, is that going to be in brackets or not in brackets? It's going to be in brackets, right? Remember I said that if accounts receivable increase, they haven't gotten the cash for that yet. And then accounts payable also increases. Is that going to be in brackets or not in brackets? Not in brackets. Accounts payable going up, that means they got more money from, they haven't paid those payables yet. Right? So if they haven't paid it, it's in their cash. So their cash went up. $5,850. So now we're going to sort of do the math here and solve for this. So let's just get our totals. So net cash from operations, we're going to take our accounts receivable and our accounts payable, and we get a net of what? $5,850 minus $3,900 is going to be what? $1,950, and that's a positive. So if we take our net income, we're going to add $1,950. That's going to give us $20,950. So our cash from operations is going to be $20,950. Then we have our cash from investing activities. This is actually going to be a decrease of $62,500.
Is that 26 or 20?
20.
All right.
Are you recording this?
I was until it just went dead. Yes. Yeah, yes. So we have net cash from operations of $20,950, and we have a decrease or a use of cash. We would call it a use of cash of $62,500 for our investing activities. Then we borrowed $39,000 from the bank, and we paid dividends of $97.50. So that's going to be a net source from financing activities of $29,250. So it's the 39 minus the 97 is going to give us a source of cash of $29,250. So our net increase or decrease, did I do that math wrong? No. Net cash from financing. So our net increase or decrease is going to be minus, so just adding these three up. So we take our 20,950 minus 62,500 plus 29,250. So we're going to get a net decrease of 12,300 just by adding these three up. Our net from operations, our net from investing, and our net from financing. We're going to get a net decrease of our cash of 12,300. So the end of year cash balance, we're going to take 27,950, which was our beginning. We're going to take this decrease of 12,300, and we're going to get our ending cash is going to be $15,650. That's going to be our ending cash. That amount is going to be the cash balance on your balance sheet. Okay, any questions on how we got any of that?